Say only down by one here, but what little tweaks can they make to try and get themselves the win here?
I think it's just been those silly errors really on the line. They've had a couple of unfortunate calls, I think, as well in terms of like some forward passes and that kind of thing. But yeah, I think just fixing those errors and getting up and out their side and over that gain line really.
Let's see if they can do it here. 20 more minutes to go, and it's a very tight affair here on day 4 as France now step up to make the touch, and USA slowly creeping forward. A little bit more passive on the follow-up defensive play here, though, from France, as Little sends it back to the middle. Now picks it up, goes wide early. Good ball from Little, diving for the line. They're sure they've got that down. The referees agree, and it's a great pass here from Lincoln Little.
Yeah, absolutely lovely there. Just coming around on the sweep, getting that ball down. Bit of a phase play there, and just a big old pass out to the wing. And yeah, the USA will be happy with that coming off the back of half-time for sure.
It's Rua Dwyer who's got that try there for the USA, so all locked up at 5 apiece as Leverkey now brings it forward and then trying to squeeze through a gap there is Merlin Lloyd. But they did get back on side on that occasion, the USA, so touch completed. Leverkey for Lloyd, wrapping around here on the last. Lloyd has a little look at them himself and gets there. Well, Merlin with a bit of magic.
Yeah, what a response there. I mean, you can see just taking the time, bringing up both USA defenders there, and that quickie play, the options are there, just a step back. Again, exploiting that mid gap, really.
Well, he stretched out like Elastigirl there, and now France back in front, 6-5. USA once more looking to apply the pressure here. Roberts at full tilt, now sends it out to this right-hand side again. What a ball that is from Roberts. That's twice now he's ripped it from left to right. And once more, Rua Dwyer is on the spot.
Yeah, that's an absolutely lovely ball there. That's come from a really strong setup there as well from the USA middles there, and really safe hands there out on the wing.
All locked up once more here. Jeez, they've scored tit for tat pretty much the entire game, these two sides. There hasn't really been any buffers at all. France at one point led 4-2, but outside of that, it's been a very tight affair. Little bobble here for France, but let go from the officials as Vidal sends it back here for Bonhor. Bonhor now hopping out of acting half, going right to the line. Not a bad little pass there, but really well read from USA.
Yeah, absolutely. That is one thing with this USA team. Their line defence is looking really quite solid. They're really reading these French plays really quite well. And I think it saved them a couple of times there. But yeah, France really putting up a fight and not making it easy for the US to get over that halfway line. But it's gone in the USA's favour here, and they have got the penalty.
That will certainly help the cause here. So all locked up. It was 5-4 at half-time. USA have started this second half very strongly. So now it comes out here for Bennett. Wrapping around now is Hones. Back to Bennett. They've opened up a nice bit of space. Randall with the dive, and just getting there in time is Moreau, is he? Now having a little confidence at the moment, the referees, but good honesty there from Moreau. He said, I didn't get to him in time, and the USA take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely lovely sweeper play there, and then just going back the other way against the grain, and just not quite got there in time. And they also had the numbers on the outside there. That outside ball was on, and lovely play there from the USA.
So terrific start to the second half here for the United States of America. 3 tries to 1 since the break in the opening 4 minutes here, as Leverkey now works it easily on this right-hand side. Moreau completely unmarked. And there's still a little bit to sort out here. Leverkey can't believe it, but they'll come back to the middle, where a touch must have been called earlier in the piece.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for France. They're looking to have an early response, but they've got another go at the line in the middle here, which is where it seems like they're enjoying getting most of their scores from.
Especially Merlin Lloyd, who's been stretching out from plenty of distance and getting across the line. Here he is again now, Lloyd with a couple of dummies. Now sends it wide for Moreau. Back off the right foot. Moreau brings it back to the 7. Smart work there from Moreau. That allowed for a quick play the ball. It's now Leverkey. Drops it short here for Guigan. Leverkey taking off once more, finding a little pass, but only as far as the USA. And now they can try and launch a little counter-attack here.
Yeah, that was really well taken by the USA there. Really good pace on the ball and good reaction time really to get going and get France on the back foot. Unfortunate, just a little, the touch was called, they had to take it back, but they're injecting that momentum and that pace again now, as we can see.
Little drops it down, last one here for USA. I think that was touched in flight, but probably out of the hands forward in the first place. So there's the turnover in favour of France. Hard to believe it's only been 5 minutes of action in this second half. There's been so much that's gone on.
Yeah, absolutely, and we knew we'd be seeing it again, didn't we? But yeah, it is good to see, and USA looking to maybe try and increase their lead for the first time really in this game.
So now Mendoza still looking as an option to the middle. I think they're going to call that one as an incorrect roll ball, and there it is. So I think that might well and truly be our first official one of the day here for day 4.
We knew we'd be seeing one, didn't we, James?
It's funny, with certain tournaments, referees tend to focus on one specific area, and I think for this World Cup it has been the square roll ball.
Yeah, potentially that's why we were talking about it yesterday, weren't we, as to why we were seeing it so much, and it may be that referees are looking to ping it a little bit more.
Now Bonhor out here for Vidal. Bonhor receiving it back. This is the last though for France, and they've lost track of the touch count there, Bonhor, and then big contact too between the two number 11s there, Jang and Vidal. And they had a little word with each other too, so there's a bit of feeling about this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see with the intensity that these two teams are running at each other. It's bound to come with a little bit of feeling for sure, and the contact in this game is it's quite hefty.
Some fierce work from both sides here, but the USA turn it over in poor field position, and no one's back in time. As a result, Bonhor takes off, hits the deck, but given he nearly snapped his leg in half by running into the opposition, of course there was a touch there. He's got to come back to the 7. Now Bonhor, still an option. Rawhurst bringing it forward, plays it now. Bassard, Bonhor, now Vidal. Vidal dropping it down, a little bit of a bobble there in the play of the ball, but play on is called. That one has certainly gone forward though. And once more Bassard is left out high and dry here. He just can't seem to get across the line.
Yeah, he is trying, isn't he? But it's not quite coming off, unfortunately. And the USA have the tap again. And we'll be looking to complete this set.
Well, it's only a 25% chance here that Bassard will actually get a try once he gets the ball in open space. 3 other times he's been denied now, just the one that was ruled in his favour, but that was probably the one that shouldn't have been ruled as a try. Now the USA take off, and Roberts once more flings it wide, a tough one to take. Now dig into the turf here.
Oh, lovely drive there from France, and just unfortunate they're getting a hand in. I think it would have been better maybe just squaring up there and taking that touch.
Bonhor rolls it now, and up towards halfway they come. Met there in the touch by Sanchez, and a nice little roll on here for France as well as Ricciardo brings it forward. We've already seen him use his pace to devastating effect, but he's hit the deck here, Ricciardo. So time off for the issue here of Ricciardo is heavy contact, and we mentioned just how intense this game has been, and Ricciardo's come off second best here.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully he's got some medical help there on the sideline, and he's not too injured. USA looking to exploit this here though.
Roberts hopping in an acting half and then sending it out for Lee as they get the subset working here. Little back onto the pitch now. Easy meters here from Lincoln Little. Nice evasive technique. Gets it back here on the last with a staggered defensive line. Pops a little pass. Well read there, I think, from Bassard, who's claiming the touch. Now Villa, however, says, I've got all the way through, and they will award the try. So Bassard just having no luck here today.
He really isn't. I think it was really well read there. Like we were saying yesterday, the complexity of that wing position is deciding when to get in and make that touch. He is claiming it, but it has not gone his way in this instance. And France have the tap and can see if they can get another one on the scoreboard.
I actually think that was a good call that time from the officials. Bassard was very close, but Villa did just enough as now Vidal gets it on the fingertips. Around about 9 metres away from the line. Vidal bouncing off the left, heads back to the right here for Chirot, who drops it down. Chirot now looking to go himself, nearly squeezing through. In fact, more than nearly. He torpedoes into the in-goal, gets a try, and the margin back down to 1 here.
Lovely score there, yeah. Look, just testing them on the outside, that step back in. He's looking to give that dummy and then decides, no, I'm going to go myself. And absolutely lovely score there from number 7.
Robert Bennett called offside there, so that's why it was played through. And unfortunately for Hones, he didn't get there in time in the follow-up. And now Roberts looking to reply immediately, sends it wide. Bassard with another good read here. As Malloy, who has got himself on the try scorers list in this one so far, can't add to the tally. Villa brings it down. Roberts at first receiver, steps off the left and then fires it out to this right-hand side. Another good read here from the French. Geez, they've stopped a few raids on their own line.
Yeah, they very much have. They are reading this USA attack on the line quite well. And it is going in their favour. At the moment, obviously, they'll be looking to get a roll on here and hopefully even the scores again.
Fernandez at first receiver, slowing things down here. Drops it now for Bernard Tremello. And then losing his footing there was Mockart. And turnover comes. So inside the final quarter here, since the break, it's been 4 tries to 2 in favour of the USA. As we come inside the final 9 minutes, where can this game be won and lost?
I think France really needs to start exploiting some of this USA defence. It is really good, but from what we've been seeing, you know, they've got that really high link press coming up, and that is quite an easy defence to exploit. You know, they can maybe look to do a bit of a razor on them and look to go outside a little bit more. And again, for both teams, really, just fixing those little errors, those unforced errors. You know, they're not from the team sort of pressurising them. It's just sort of got to control what they can control there.
Now we'll come back onto the spot here for forceful contact on Fernandez as he was trying to roll the ball. And you can see the referees indicating there was a push. So fresh set to work with here for France. Once more we'll come back onto the mark here.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Again, it just comes to, you know, this final quarter of the game, it's just discipline as well. You don't really want to be giving away those penalties for hard touches. And, you know, the referees have been pretty hot on that, and they will pull them for it.
Chirot drops it down, and now Vidal. Out here for Bonhor. Vidal, Chirot looking to try and engage the defensive line here. USA forced to continue stepping up. They are baying for the penalty here, France. But they won't get it, and that's because Chirot pulled himself away from the touch, failing to play the ball. So the USA win out in that cat and mouse game. And now they spread it out to this right-hand side. Little, once more with room to move. Bounces toward the sideline. Now a nice straight drive here from the USA as well, up into enemy territory. Meters on offer. The flow continues now for the United States of America. They'll pick it up here on the last. A couple of dummies, then sending long all the way out here for Dwyer. But he can't do too much with that. Well and truly above the head.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. They couldn't convert that there, the USA. That was a lovely drive. They got some serious yards there and they had the touches, but yeah, not quite finished off there, unfortunately.
Really hitting the line at speed there was Bonhor, and he gets a penalty for his efforts. France will be looking to capitalise here and just apply a bit of pressure to the scoreboard. They still find themselves down. They'd love to level things up here. It's Merlin Lloyd. Sends it here for Leverkey. Drop down now. Lloyd. Wider still now for Guigan. Guigan takes off. Oh, they all just sat on their heels here, and Guigan puts on the afterburners. What has happened to the USA defence? It just collapsed on that occasion.
Yeah, again, they're just looking to go outside, I think, a little bit here. That was just a bit of a foot race, ultimately. Just getting a bit caught, flat-footed, and, you know, the wing staying out there as well. You know, off-the-ball position really helps in that instance. He's staying out there, keeping that wing, looking at him, and, yeah, lovely score there, just on the link outside.
Having a look at the replay, Tia Lavia had a little look at his supporting defender who he thought made the touch, and as a result he started backpedaling towards the line, but it was play on, and by then it was too late to recalibrate. As now Roberts brings it right to the line, fires a pass only into the arms of Bassard. Now here's an opportunity for him. The footwork comes out once more. Bassard is caught. Little ball here for Fernandez. Meters on offer once more now for France. A good set brewing here. Little dummy comes in. Bernard Tremello And the ball is knocked out here from the USA.
Yeah, it looks like the USA weren't too happy with that decision. And yeah, throwing the ball away there, and a forced sub for Patrick Zhang, number 11 USA, unfortunately. So now
They've stripped them for numbers here. Bassard won't get an easier opportunity. Now, does he finish it off? There's a good cover touch in there in the end, though, from Sanchez. Bassard, probably that was the easiest opportunity of the game so far. He's done a lot better with harder ones, but caught on this occasion. He'll get another chance to correct it here, though. Sanchez across very quickly once again. And I think again he's denied Bassard here. He has indeed.
Yeah, you can see it on his face. He's not happy with that. But yeah, the USA defensive line are back up to full strength now, having got another sub on.
Vidal, lovely draw and pass, and then Bonhor goes for the direct option, gets it down. You can see the French in the background up on their feet.
Lovely bit of play here. Just again going on the outsides, really, getting those defenders caught on the back foot. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there in the in that USA line D, and France are leading once again by 1.
What a roller coaster of a match it's been. France led 5-4 at half time. USA then really flexed the muscle for probably the best part of 10 minutes in this second half, and the last 5 have been all France, and now back in front they go. 9 tries to 8, and a chance to apply even more pressure here with Fernandez. Bring it forward for Bernard Tremello. Fernandez once again trying to flick a little pass there, but his supporting runners had pulled out of the play. And there is the turnover here for the USA. So 3.5 on the clock. They have to be next to score here at the United States. As it comes out for Villa. Drops it down quickly. And now Mendoza. Little dummy. And Dwyer picks up good meters. He's had a very strong second half here, Dwyer. Once more on the charge they go here, the USA. Wider still, and then turn of pace there from Malloy, nearly getting around Moreau, who did a good job to show him the sideline. Meters on offer now for Hones, who drops it down. Here they come, building nicely with Bennett. Bennett finds Randall, but the ball goes to ground. And France finally seem to have their measure in defence.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate there for the USA again. Just not quite to hands, but again, a little bit of a contact off the ball there. Between France and USA, but France will be looking to increase their scoreline by another, and got a really good drive coming on the pitch here, and they've got those meters and got the touches on this line.
Vidal now picking up out of acting half. Bonhor is an option short. He goes long instead, well and truly for there for Moreau. Surely there's no way Chirot is expecting that one to be called a try. It was probably a good 5 meters forward.
Yeah, I think he was looking for it, but yeah, not quite meant to be that one, I don't think. So France will have to D out this USA midfield attack. Looking for hands there, really well held there on the wing by USA number 5, Anthony Hones.
A nice little exchange of passing here through the middle. Oh, had they had a look out wide, Malloy was unmarked, but there might still be an opportunity here. Roberts tries to link up and stepping up into the passing channel with France, who knock it down. So inside the final 2 minutes, of course, no drop-offs here in the group stages. So USA looking to snag a point. Roberts picks it up. Now for Lee, having a little dig at the line. They just got there in time, the French. Vidal makes a very important touch. Back to the 7 they go. Bouncing around. Roberts, short ball. Back to Roberts. Oh, well read there from Chirot. Once more, they have to reset here. United States. Good patience about this set, though, asking plenty of questions. Lee turns it here for Roberts. Bats it over the top. Oh, what a play here from the USA. They've called it forward, though.
Yeah, that is unfortunate that. It looked like they were building to something there, but not quite meant to be. And yeah, unfortunate call there. Heavy, big touch made there. Not sure the French are getting the call that they want off that. But USA not making it easy for them to get up out of their half at the moment. They're really sucking the momentum out of this French attack coming into the last minute.
A lot of the USA fans as well, they'll probably be buffering the stream here, going back to that moment to check whether it was forward. I certainly had some question marks on the call, but they'll get one more opportunity now inside the final 30 seconds of this match by the time this ball gets back in the field of play. So it's do or die now for the USA. They have to get a point on the board. They'll march forward now. They're going for the subset though. You'd have to think direct is the approach. And as a result, look at this, easy pickings for France. They'll just keep stepping up here. Little marches forward, so it's only a subset, if you will. They've only got half the players back on deck. They didn't go all the way to the line. Now Little. I'm sure they'd love Roberts out there too, but he's still on the bench, so it comes here for Little to find a pass, and they do somehow squeeze it here, the USA, and right on the siren, Sanchez will tie it up, and it's going to finish here at 9 apiece. In fact, Little's got his hands in his head. Maybe they haven't awarded it here. There might be a bit of drama. Little sending it on. Well, have they cleared it here or not? I think it's been ruled a no try. Yeah, Lincoln Little's got his head in his hands. I don't think they've awarded that. I think France have come away with a 9-8 victory here.
Oh, that is an absolute shame. I really thought that one was to be awarded, but not quite meant to be for the USA. I mean, what a response to have in the final 10 seconds coming onto the pitch. And, really good work from Little there to create that opportunity. But, I think both teams from this game, they've definitely both put in a performance they can be proud of. It's been really hard fought, but ultimately France have come out on top.
Well, I'm not 100% sure what the call was at the end there, but the French won't mind it all that much at all. They run away victors here, 9-8, so we could barely separate them at the break. They both added an extra 4 tries in the second half, so that slender lead at the half-time point proves to be enough. Full time here in the opening match at Highfields Sporting Complex, Field 3 in the Men's Open. France victorious to the tune of 9 tries to 8.